Everest Base Camp Trek. A 14-day trek is a perfect time frame to reach the base camp of Mount Everest. Laying in the Khumbu district within the Sagarmatha National Park, the Everest Base Camp Trek is the most popular trekking amongst trekkers due to the sheer popularity of Mount Everest. On your Mount Everest Base Camp Trek, you experience an awe-inspiring view of Mount Everest from Kala Patthar, Black Rock, an optimally preferred distance, and view the gigantic Everest and relish its empowering glory, quite an extraordinary feeling. The highest elevation you reach on these 14 days is 5,545 meters. Though Mount Everest is the most alluring aspect of this trek, nonetheless, other famous peaks like Mount Amadablam, Mount Lhotse, Mount Namche, Mount Lobuche, Mount Tawachi, etc. that also rise high touching the skies in the vicinity, could be an extra treat to your eyes. Tengboche Monastery is another point of attraction for up-close views of the surrounding mountains, and Namche Bazaar, the region's business hub, is the gateway to Everest. A strong presence of Buddhism can be felt in most places on your Everest Base Camp. A 14-day trek route. The colorful prayer flags dancing with the flow of gentle to temperate winds, stupas, monasteries, and mani stones on the trekking trails reflect the strong culture within the region. The terrain is also unique, surrounded by alpine forests, a 100% Sherpa village with Sherpas, and their simplicity within this harsh environment of Mother Nature are some noticeable features trekking to the base camp. EBC Trek Difficulty and Preparation. Everest Base Camp Trek is categorized as moderate level in intensity or difficulty level. Since you have to reach somewhere around 5,500 meters, hiking 6 to 7 hours steep up or down along small narrow rugged terrain is required and something you must be prepared ahead of. Suppose you are in reasonably good physical condition. In that case, even beginners will be able to complete the Everest Base Camp Trek successfully according to our gentle acclimatization routine, as well as the excellent leadership of Himalayan trekkers hiking instructors. Our guides hike alongside you, ensuring that you take regular breaks and drink plenty of water as you ascend further up. They are also first aid trained and cater to all of your requirements to ensure that you enjoy your 14-day Everest Base Camp Trek. Regular cardiovascular activities at home, such as walking and running, will help you prepare for this adventure. These will help you build up your endurance so that you can embrace this journey to the fullest. Best time for Everest Base Camp Trek. Spring is the most popular season to hike to most of the packages of the Everest region. The weather will be very clear and dry. Most of the Everest summit happens during March-May, and maybe you will come across climbing crew on the trail. In spring, you will find the region and trails very beautiful, filled with rhododendron forests in different colors. The trails will be busiest this season with picture-perfect views of nature. After spring, another best season is autumn. This season is very popular amongst the trekkers for the magical panoramic view of mountain peaks with less heat and clouds. On the trails, you can see the lush green forest filled with different colorful flowers and green landscape as post-monsoon. The autumn season offers you warm, pleasant days with few cold nights. You get the best clear view of Mount Everest in autumn. A more detailed version of the weather can be found on my channel. Trek route to Everest Base Camp. Firstly, you fly from Kathmandu to Lukla, then trek to Phakding, Namche Bazaar, Tengboche, Dingboche, and Lobuche. From Lobuche, you'll finally reach your dream destination. If you prefer not to fly to Lukla, you can also reach the base camp by road, which is as much as exciting as you get to view the landscape of the entire region from Kathmandu. After that, you ascend further to Kala Patthar via Gorakshep, which is Everest's first base camp. However, there are other alternative routes to the base camp. You trek from Gorakshep to Phakding, then return via the same route to Namche Bazaar and finally Lukla, where your trek comes to an end, and finally you fly back to Kathmandu. Throughout your trek, you will be surrounded by the astonishing views of Mount Everest, Amadablam, Namche, Lhotse, Makalu, Kalhats, Pumori, and several other snow-capped peaks. On your journey, you can also see glaciers, frozen trek paths, white water rivers, suspension bridges, and several other natural attractions. As you explore these tiny mountaintop villages, gathering with your team and planning for the adventure ahead, you will encounter many people, including guides, mountaineers, and porters, as well as additional explorers. You'll walk through the Himalayan wilderness on your feet, passing prayer flag-draped suspension bridges and observation points in the heart of the Himalayas. Every step you take takes you closer to the majestic Mount Everest, also known as Sagarmatha in Nepali and Komolungma in Tibetan. As you meet the friendly locals who dwell in these communities scattered along the trek route, you get to learn more about those names. Furthermore, no other journey will bring you closer to the world's tallest summit, Mount Everest, which is recognized as the most inspiring experience in the Himalayas. All in all, this trekking is a life-changing experience that leaves you with an unrivaled collection of memories. If you haven't yet considered trekking along this unbelievably gorgeous route, then adding that to the bucket list is a priority. If you loved this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Let us know your thoughts or share your trekking experiences in the comments below. And of course, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss more epic adventures.